What's up? My name's Cameron, also known as CJPerreli, and this past week E3 went down, and I just wanted to talk about a couple things about E3, not necessarily like my favorite things about it, because there are some bad things I'm going to talk about, but let's get into it. First off, the price of the consoles. If you remember when the last time some consoles came out, 360, PlayStation 3, the Xbox was $299 and PS3 was $499. And I think it's kind of funny how this time, with the new consoles coming out in November, how that's flip-flopped. And the Xbox One is going to be $499 and the PS4 is going to be $299. Next thing, Xbox. Like, Microsoft, I don't know what they were thinking when they did some things that they did, as far as like the console, but the fact that you have to check in once every 24 hours or you can't play any game for like 24 hours, like how that got past the chopping block, I don't know. Like, that's stupid. I buy a game, and if I don't like, I don't know if you have to like, I don't know how you're gonna check in. That's what they're calling it. You have to check in, once every 24 hours. So I don't know necessarily how you check in. Like, if your console's connected to the internet, does it automatically check you in, or who knows? But that's a stupid idea, I think. Because if I buy my game, I expect to be able to play it no matter what. But if I mess up and I don't check in one day, then I can't play my games until the next day. And that's retarded. Something that I think is equally as dumb is the fact that there's no more used games with Microsoft. They have this like little gift code thing, like if you want to give a game to your friend, then hey, I'm gonna give you this gift code and you enter it and now the game's yours. If you want to give it back to me, you can't do that. And that's really gonna hurt companies like GameStop, who kinda, I'm not gonna say thrive on used games, but it is a big part of their, income, I would think. But hey, they still got Nintendo and Sony, who aren't completely high on cocaine, so yeah, there's that. As far as games go, Halo 5, I'm super excited for. I've played every Halo game thus far. I didn't beat 4. I played it, but I didn't beat it, because I don't have it, but I played it. It was wonderful. And I just can't wait to see like what they're gonna do with the new console and hardware and things like that, and what 343 Industries is gonna bring with it. Another game that I'm excited to see on the Xbox One is Rise, Son of Rome. Pretty much any game that has to do with Rome and soldiers and fighting is pretty fucking cool. So, I mean, the graphics, they look pretty cool. I mean, I think they'll look better on my TV, so I can't wait for that. Another game I'm excited for is the remake of Mirror's Edge. They remade it. It looks gorgeous. I can't wait to play it. Another dope title, I think, is going to be Watch Dogs. The fact that you can, like, freaking interact with, like, cars and, other random electronics, like security cameras and stuff. The gameplay trailer. What? If you haven't seen gameplay for that, you should definitely look it up and go watch the gameplay footage that they had at E3 for this game, because it looks amazing. Batman Arkham Origins. Now the next game, I'm really excited to see how it works out. Tom Clancy's The Division is the game I'm talking about. It's an open world RPG game, but it's a shooter. Like, and the gameplay footage that they revealed at E3, I mean, the game looks beautiful. Like, it looks good graphics. You know, the gameplay mechanics, they look tight. Just the little things, like in the gameplay, in the little piece that they showed, like when he was hiding behind the car and he moved to the other side and he actually closed the door that was in his way. I thought that was actually a pretty cool thing. Just, you know, minor details that game developers nowadays are trying to put into games to help immerse the player, and that's very cool. Now, when I originally heard about the next game, Batman Arkham Origins, was being developed by Warner Brothers Interactive instead of Rocksteady, like Arkham City and Arkham Asylum were, I was kind of skeptical. You know, just like when we found out that, oh, Bungie wasn't going to do Halo 4 or any Halo game ever again. You know, it was going to be 343 Industries doing that. And, I mean, it looks good. Next-gen graphics, and then they're going to, you know, expand on the already good combat system. And the crime scene investigation thingy, where you can kind of like remake the crime and see exactly what all happened and stuff. You know, just that detective side of Batman that, you know, we can get in the video games, and it's just cool because you can be Batman, the super detective. And, you know, he kicks ass with the combat system, so that's a plus. Last but not least, Infamous Second Son. Now, played the first 2 games. Those are great. Like, this is really what made me say, like, I have to get a PS4. Like, this year. Okay, I'm not going to wait until next year. Like, I want it this year. Alright guys, so that was just, you know, a couple things I thought were, you know, worth talking about E3. Hopefully next year I'll be able to go. Subscribe. Like this video if you want to. Leave comments. Tell me what your favorite thing about E3 was. Tell me what games you're excited to see. Are you going to buy the Xbox One or the PS4 when it first releases? If so, what games are you going to get with it? What games are you ready to see and play for the next generation of gaming? And my name's Cameron, like I said, also known as CJPerreli, and I'm out.